him with elaborate ancient ritual. Agitated at heart, Narad suddenly embraced Prahlad, showering many tears of joy and embracing him again and again. Narada said to Prahlad, Sri Narada said, now, after a very long time, I am able to see your lordship. Now the great trouble I took to come here has borne its fruit. You are the object of the great mercy of Lord Krishna. Since earliest childhood, you have possessed a devotion for Lord Krishna, so pure it cannot be seen in any other person. When your own father tried to torture and kill you in 1,000 ways, you thwarted all his attempts. By your influence, all the demons have now become devotees. Wrapped in thoughts of Lord Krishna, you appear like a madman, singing, dancing, trembling, and crying. You rescue everyone from the cycle of repeated birth and death. You give them pure devotional service for Lord Vishnu. In this way, you fill them with transcendental bliss. Lord Krishna appeared on the shore of the great ocean, placed you on his lap, and cursed you as a mother. Although Brahma, Shiva, and all the demigods were reciting many prayers, and although the goddess of fortune was worshipping him, he ignored them all. Although frightened Brahma offered prayers from far away, you approached the Lord and fell down before his splendid lotus feet. Lord Narasimha then picked you up and placed his lotus hand on your head and licked your body. Should I pause here, Prabhu, and anyone else can take the turn?
Yeah, this is so wonderful to hear about Prahlad Maharaja. Just to hear about him, his glories, and his devotion that has huge devotion, pure devotion, that has had all the effects, wonderful effects that Sanatana Goswami is saying through Narada Muni. This is so beautiful, hearing what Prahlad Maharaj, Govinda Parirambita, always embraced by Govinda, Prahlad Maharaj. Yes, please, somebody else can continue. Thank you, Mataji.
Maybe you can give overview of what we read so far, Mataji. Manohar Gopal.
Yeah, it is done. That's all done.
Okay.
Somebody else can continue. Yes, please.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you.
With great eloquence and very wonderful persistence, Brahma and the other demigods repeatedly pray for liberation and entrance in the transcendental realm. When Lord Hari offered that liberation to you as a gift, you ignored his offer and prayed only for pure devotional service birth after birth. In order to please your Lord, and because in your prayers to Lord Narasimha, you prayed for the deliverance of all living entities, you accepted from him the kingdom of your father. That is why you remain here, wrapped in meditation on your Lord. One time, as you were going to Naimisharanya forest to see the lotus feet of Lord Narayana, who wears yellow garments, you accidentally met him on the path. He challenged you to a fight, and when he was finally pleased by your strength in battle, he declared, I am always defeated by you. Note, this pastime is narrated in the Vamana Purana. As he spoke these words, Narada became plunged in the nectar ocean of pure devotional love for Lord Hari. Narada, the confidential servant of the Lord, danced and called out, "We have defeated him." Sri Narada said, "O best of Vaishnavas, the Supreme Personality of Godhead was defeated by you. What more need I say? It was because of your mercy that Lord Mukunda was defeated by your grandson Bali, the king of the demons, and became a god standing at Bali's gate. From now on, I shall always stay here. Your power has enabled me to counteract the curses of Daksha and many others." Note, Daksha and others cursed Narada always to travel, unable to stay for long in any one place. Sri Parikshit said, unable to bear hearing himself praised, Prahlada lowered his head in embarrassment. He bowed down before Narada and slowly and respectfully said, Sri Prahlada said, "O my Lord, O my spiritual master, please consider how it was that in my childhood I learned about pure devotional service to Lord Krishna." Hare Krishna Mataji. Maybe other devotees can continue.
Yes. Yeah. So Prahlad is now speaking after Narada glorified Prahlad Maharaja. I want to hear what Prahlad is speaking. Yes, please. Somebody else continue. And what did you just say, Prabhu? What did Prahlad start to say?
Like, oh master, like Narada Muni is his master. So he is trying to explain in his childhood how he got the mercy of devotional service to start the pure devotional service to Lord Krishna.
So Shri Prahlada said, "Oh my Lord, oh my spiritual master, please consider how it was that in my childhood I learned about pure devotional service to Lord Krishna." This is indeed, it will in turn come to Narada. Okay, somebody else, please continue. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, please continue. Thanks.
When a person is instructed by a great pure devotees of Lord Hari, he naturally becomes glorious. He is never defeated by any obstacles. He has the power to preach the truth of spiritual life even to the children. He is compassionate to the suffering conditioned souls, and he easily rejects impersonal liberation and all other material benedictions. The great souls know that these things are not the real signs of Lord Krishna's mercy, O noble one. Lord Krishna's mercy is given only to those who engage in devotional service. I never rendered direct service to the Lord as Hanuman and many others did. I simply meditated on the Lord when my heart was troubled. You may praise the Lord's affectionately embracing me, but some say that embrace was only a feature of the Lord's illusory potency, and others think it was only a pastime of the Lord. Great souls like yourselves may consider the Lord's embracing me to be a sign of his genuine love. For myself, I consider it like a dream, or even if it is true, it is not a sign of the Lord's mercy to me. Saintly persons consider that the wonderful gift of direct devotional service the Lord gave to Hanuman and other devotees to be his real kindness. They do not consider anything else to be the display of the Lord's mercy. Lord Narasimha's pastimes were not performed to show mercy to me. They were meant for the protection of the devotee demigods and the deliverance of the Lord's two eternal associates, Jaya and Vijaya. They were meant to establish the truthfulness of the words of Brahma and his sons, the Kumaras. They were meant to show the great glory of pure devotional service. O best of the great saints who have taken a vow of poverty, when the Lord gave me a kingdom, I could understand that He was not merciful to me. The Lord has said, Srimad Bhagavatam 10.27.16, when I desire to show mercy to someone, I take away his material wealth and opulence. The instructions of the great devotees also bear witness to these words of the Lord. Look at me, I am so absorbed in ruling my kingdom and so much surrounded by friends, relatives, and servants that I have now completely given up the worship of the Lord. Fie on me, fie. I do not even lament for my own misfortune. If this were not so, then why would I, who am I, who am trapped in this world of repeated birth and death, have personally fought with the glorious Supreme Personality of Godhead at Visala Tirtha?
Yeah. So here, Prahlad Maharaj, have you noticed, dear devotees, one after the other, how they are feeling so insufficient to serve the Lord. Prahlad Maharaj, we know that he is so absorbed, and for his sake, Narasimha Bhagwan came. But he is feeling, I was just only absorbed, only in the Smarana, but I haven't really actively done anything for the Lord. This is one of the reasons why Prahlada is considered to be in Shantarasa, because there's no active reciprocation. And that's why Prahlada is saying, see, Hanuman, he did something. All these devotees, they actually did something to the Lord. I really haven't done anything. And he was also thinking, see, if only Lord was merciful. If he considered me as his own affectionate, why would he bring this business deal here that you have, that I am blessing you, take this kingdom? Why would he say that? In his words, Prahlad, he's just feeling so distant and foreign that he's given this kingdom by the Lord. And he did not consider him so affectionate enough that he didn't bring the material, the material benedictions in between. So these devotees, one after the other, we have heard, right? So natural of them to think that they haven't done enough and they don't reciprocate enough, and they don't have enough of Krishna within them, and they are wanting to do. And also the repention, how they feel that they are very small. And they close their ears if glorification starts. And all these are part of Dainya. Repenting that they haven't done enough, feeling insufficient, but so much longing for the Lord. This is ecstasy of insignificance, dear devotees. There is ecstasy in insignificance. As there is a feeling of puffed up feeling in pride, in being proud, there is ecstasy in feeling insignificant. We have heard this again and again. Servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. Okay, that may be understood a little bit. But when we hear that we should feel the lowest of all, I'm the lowest among all. We kind of hear those words, and we may not be able to relate how it feels to be to be even thinking that I'm lowest of all. To us, it sounds like, whoa, I am already depressed and sad. And one thing more on that, I'm already feeling low. And now lowest of all, oh my goodness. We may feel like that because we are under the influence of the gunas, tamo guna. And in rajoguna, we don't even want to feel like that. Like that. But there is ecstasy of insignificance. Simply acknowledging how small and insignificant we are is a beautiful feeling, because it's a reality. That's a reality. And in that state, chanting is like, in that state, chanting is not a struggle. It's just being in the reality. And there is ecstasy in that. At least we know that there is ecstasy in there. Beautiful ecstasy, completely safe, unceasing ecstasy. When somebody is proud and puffed up, that puffed up feeling on the balloon, sitting on the cloud, that may fall anytime. But so that is an unsafe situation, being puffed up when one is proud is an unsafe situation. But ecstasy of insignificance is total flat on the ground, and the grass, a blade of grass in between the teeth, and the joy in the heart, ecstasy of insignificance. There is no falling down there. The safest ecstatic position, that is spiritual advancement. That is progress in bhakti. And how can we taste it? How can we taste that ecstasy of being insignificant? Gauranga Mahaprabhu has come down to teach us the same thing. How to taste that ecstasy of Danya. He came down to teach us. He is teaching us. Acharyas are elaborating that. We are hearing them. We will continue to hear them. And yes, it will have its own effect gradually. Just got to hear from these devotees that are ecstatic with that feeling of insignificance. Very natural one. So yeah, we will pause there. Thank you, Mataji. Lakshmi Priya Mataji. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, dear devotees, for taking turns reading. And anything before we pause that you want to say? And we can continue from... is the text 30, Mataji? Did you already read text 30?
We have to read text 30.
Okay,
Hare
ठीक है.
Krishna Mataji, only text
Yeah?
29.
30. Okay, ठीक है. So tomorrow we can continue from text 30. And dear devotees, anything that you want to say? Paraspara, before we pause. Anything, anybody.
Hare Krishna Mataji, my pranams to you.
Pranams to Prabhu.
Yeah, so far we have been hearing like we are not fortunate. We are not fortunate from all these pure devotees, though they have like so much love for the Krishna in their heart. They feel they are unfortunate, they are insignificant. Yeah, but me sitting here, I feel nothing. I feel nothing like that. So that's the take heart point, Mataji. So thank you so much for reading from the Brhad Bhagavatam today, and especially Prahlad Maharaj words are like, it is kind of, we went to Srimad Bhagavatam, the Katha, when we heard that story of Prahlad Maharaj and Narada Muni. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah, ripened, and right now kacha mangoes hai, but we have a lot of hope. We'll give it some time, and it will naturally get ripened. It will get sweetened. So yes, Prabhu. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you for saying that, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
There is, Prabhu, a lot of hope as every day passes by. Each time we are saying Krishna, we are hearing Krishna Katha. The mango is being ripened. Yes, please. And there is something called as a time factor. So we just have to give the time factor for that to naturally ripen. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. So maybe we can pause here. Yeah. And so Manohar Gopal Prabhu, just this naturally flowing. That's all, Prabhu.
Yes, I know, understood.
Do you want to say something, Prabhu, before we pause?
No, you already mentioned all the important points. So,
So tomorrow, yeah, we can. You may please take it from text 30 tomorrow, Prabhu. Yeah. Thank you all, dear devotees. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samarveda Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Shrimati Ji, Hare Krishna.